Hello, everyone. This is the World According to Graves, and I'm your wonderful host, Robin Graves. First off, let's do this. Diet Pepsi. Let's get this sound going. Been a while, hasn't it, folks? Love that sound. A little sippage for you. Mike, no movie today. Haven't got any new ones lately, and I got a bunch loaned out right now due to, well, it was Halloween. Get this damn light straight. So, I let me get this started here. I don't have a hell of a lot of time today. Sorry I've been gone, guys. Computer issues, all kinds of busy crap happening. Um, but there's been a lot of crap happening, and I was sitting here the past couple of days taking notes, looking up things, and throwing them over my fucking shoulder because there's so much happening. Tomorrow's the election. Yay. Wonderful. All kinds of fuckery afoot. We're going to talk about this. Okay. I'm going to piss a lot of you off. I hope I do, because that's going to make you think for the first time. You know, a lot of people out there are throwing a fit because, this thing happened in Dallas about about Kamala Harris's bus being escorted out of Texas by a bunch of Trump supporters, and that one vehicle that decided to do something stupid. No, it wasn't a Trump supporter, folks. Despite all the Twitter things about they're trying to run the bus off the road, they're all armed. I'm glad you assholes, whoever has been saying this, have godlike X-ray vision and know everything. First off, man, I saw the whole video. It was more than 20 seconds. Okay, it was like a minute and a half, 2 minutes of what was going on. The bus was being escorted out by Trump supporters, but this one vehicle, a white pickup truck or something with California tags, was working for Kamala Harris, was not able to get behind the bus like it wanted to, so it was there bumping mirrors with a truck that was in the lane behind the bus. And there's no room for this other truck to get in between them, so I decided to try to run that one off the road. It was not a Trump supporter to try to run the vehicle off the road. Watch the whole fucking video. But I doubt you will because I told you to, and I'm voting for Trump, so. Orange Man bad, so is Graves. Graves is evil. Graves is a Nazi. Fuck you. Second off, we all know, everybody knows that if, God forbid, Biden is put into office, we're all out of jobs. None of us are working. He's locking down everything. We're all out of work. Now, you guys want to talk about flattening the curve of the COVID virus, which we're going to get to in a second. That we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to get rid of the virus. We're not getting rid of it, okay, folks? Your fucking mask does nothing. Biden is going to close down everything. He's going to lock everything down. None of us are going to be working. No government help, no help whatsoever. I hope you people who are voting for Biden enjoy being homeless bums. I hope you enjoy having your family starve, having nothing, losing your homes, losing your vehicles you're paying on because you're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to have anything because he's going to lock down the country. He's already said so. He's already said so. I don't have a mask with me, but I remember seeing him sitting there going, if you have one of these, just put it on. All you need is a mask. You just need to put one of these on. We are. It's still here, folks. Contrary to popular belief, what the media is telling you, it's still here. It's going to be here. It's like the flu. Yeah, it's horrible. This COVID-19 is out here. Only 98.26% of us are going to survive it. Jeez, God forbid. Now, talk about Biden being elected. Sorry, Andrew, I got a pen. I want to beat it to death. Talking about Biden being elected, we all know what's going to happen. He's going to be, God forbid he gets elected. He's out. That's what Pelosi's been throwing the 25th Amendment around for this past year, is to get him out, is get it going. So that once he gets in, she has no choice but to get him out because, well, he's mentally unbalanced. We all know he is. We have seen the videos. We have seen it all. We've seen him fall asleep during interviews. We've seen him not even know where he's at, thinking he's running for the Senate, thinking he's going against George Bush. All of this. We have seen all of this. And believe me, Nancy's going to use it to get him out. Put Kamala Harris as president. Nancy as vice president. Prove me wrong. I dare you. It doesn't take an idiot to see this. And those of you out there that have been following me who know me know for a fact I don't follow any kind of conspiracy theories. I don't give a shit about QAnon. I don't give a shit about all the stuff that the Democrats are praying and praying to, and Republicans are praying to, and saying is 100% true when it never happens. Then they said that I still want to pray to these people. I don't believe in the extreme far right, just like I don't believe in the extreme far left or anything else much. I don't believe in political parties. I don't believe in right wing, left wing. I don't believe in conservative Democrat. I believe in being a human being, being an American for once. That's all you need to worry about instead of the little tribes. But he's going to be gone. Kamala Harris is going to become president. Nancy Pelosi vice president. Kamala Harris is going to be gone. She will be gotten rid of. She will be impeached. She will be impeached. And then you got Aunt Nancy to worry about as president with no vice president whatsoever. You don't believe me? There's actual, it's in the Constitution. This can happen. This can happen. There is legal precedence for this happening. This is all a ploy by Nancy Pelosi. She's even said that if the House doesn't remain Democrat majority, she's retiring because she has no career afterwards anyway. The only way she can extend her fucking career is to get a promotion to vice president, then president. All right, Pelosi is that kind of person. You don't believe me? Think about it. Think. Democrats don't want Kamala Harris. They don't like Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is not a very charismatic person. She acts like she knows what she's doing, but look deep, look hard. The woman knows jack and shit just left town. So think about that. Another thing I want to bring up, and like I said, I don't believe in conspiracy theories, period. At all, period. I do know for a fact that this COVID thing there's proof. There's actual documented proof that COVID-19 was copywritten back, I believe, back 5 years ago. It was a copyright on it. It has existed for a while. It was actually released from China. I do believe that 100%. Everything points right to it. All evidence. I don't know how I'm going to put this. Let me get a little drink here because this is going to be. I'm going to put this down into terms that even a 5-year-old could understand, because a lot of people out there want to take me and what I say out of context and say I said something I didn't say. So give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. We all know for a fact that there's fuckery afoot. There has been fuckery afoot. There's going to be more fuckery afoot if Trump wins. Biden said so. Biden admitted it. Biden actually said, if Trump gets elected, it's going to be a dark winter. Now that I heard this said, I actually saw this on a news clip on TV, on regular TV, not Fox News. I don't watch Fox News. Not CNN, not MSNBC, because they like to edit things and make things where it's not what was actually said. Biden actually said, if Trump wins, it's going to be a dark winter. That word rang a bell. That term, dark winter, rang a bell. I went looking. Dark winter was the name of an exercise, a government exercise, seeing if the hospitals could handle an outbreak of smallpox, which we couldn't. This was an experiment that was Oklahoma City, Atlanta, Georgia, guess where I live, and Houston, Texas. It was called Operation Dark Winter. I do believe that if Trump wins, this is going to be the typical Democrat thing, the typical fuckery. There's going to be an outbreak of smallpox. I guarantee it almost. There's been a lot of things that have been said by people. A lot of things a lot of watchwords, especially by Biden. Things that were not answered, especially by Kamala Harris, such as Kamala was asked by somebody on CNN. A Democrat pundit actually said that Kamala Harris was a socialist. And when she was asked during an interview on CNN, she wouldn't answer. She laughed it off. They got that sour look on her face, like, "Oh, this is a real question. You're serious here," and refused to answer. When they asked Biden about the Democrats stacking the courts, the American people want to know, and Biden said the American people don't deserve to know. What is he doing? Trying to grow a pair of balls? Insult everybody? Destroy his own thing? Jeez. And then when Kamala Harris was asked, she looked away from the camera and wouldn't answer. She refused to answer that question. Which shows me that, yes, they are planning on stacking the courts. They won't answer either way. They're hiding something. You know, even CNN is downing Nancy Pelosi. The Washington Post, the Washington Compost, as I like to call them, actually said that Trump's going to win. They don't expect anything from Biden. They don't expect him to win, period. Now, there are a lot of organizations such as Antifa, BLM, a lot of those like that, a lot of the fringe groups are saying that if Trump doesn't win, they're going to riot. This is so typical of 2000. Do as we want you to do, vote what we want you to do, or else. I mean, hell, they rioted. So this since what? March, April. They've been rioting all over the place, causing all kinds of problems. BLM and Antifa and every little fringe group and every little snowflake out there who's decided that they want something for free. All because they want to threaten you into voting the way they want you to. Now, the thing is, when Bernie Sanders stepped down, it occurred to me. It occurred to me and several others. Bernie Sanders was never meant to run. He was just put there as a part of the show to get the socialists involved in the election. When everything was going good, looked like Bernie Sanders was going to actually be the one going against Trump, he pulled out. He was asked to by the Democrats. Again, thinking the socialists were going to vote for Bernie Sanders. All of a sudden, Kamala Harris is involved. She's a socialist. She's pro-socialist. They're trying to get the socialist vote on this to beat Trump. I've sat here and watched it happen over and over again. All the shit they've done over 4 years. Everything to discredit a sitting president. I hear all the stuff, the people saying, well, the stuff that he's gotten away with, nobody should be able to get away with it. What did he get away with? What did he do to get away with it? What has he done? What has he done that was so illegal that no other president would ever get away with it? What has he done? Name one thing. Name one thing that CNN hasn't taught you to say. Name one thing that you have not had your TV tell you to spew. You can't. I've been told he's lied 1,000 times on record. What lies? Nobody's ever told me. Nobody wants to tell me. I've asked this on social media so damn much, and people won't answer. So, please tell me. You got people like my brother-in-law, who is a diehard, I have nothing, nobody else can have anything, if I can't, type Democrat, who keeps his mother pretty much thinking whatever he says is right. He'll take one story and twist it around, and to him that's the truth. This is typical of a lot of people for the Democrat Party right now. Right now, I'm trending on Twitter or Twitface or whatever is how can I change my vote? Easy. Go vote. You put in an early vote. Go vote right now. Go vote tomorrow. Your early vote is your absentee ballot, whatever, is rejected. I don't expect us to know who the president is for a while. I don't expect it all. I expect the whole time the Democrats to try all kinds of fraud. Even Democrat voters know that this mail-in voting shit is open to all kinds of fraud. They know this. That's why they're not doing it. Right now in the early voting, yeah, you guys, Democrats, you sit there crowing and flopping your arms saying, Biden's going to win. Biden's going to win. Biden's not going to win. Because right now, it's the same as of today. As of today, it's the same setup as it was exactly 4 years ago with Hillary Clinton. Everybody say how Hillary's going to win, it's going to be a landslide, and it wasn't. Right now, as it is, the numbers are closing. The numbers right now, they're saying Trump in Florida is 7% higher than Biden. This is 7% higher than the margin of error. No president's ever won an election without, in the past 20-something years, without winning Florida. So, I think Trump's going to win. I really do. And I'm not saying this because I'm voting for him. I'm saying it because it's reality. I'm not going to sit here and play like the Sink Watts his nuts on Young Turks. We're going to win. We're going to beat you. Trump's gone. Really? Trump's going to be here for a while yet. He's going to be here for a long time. At least another 4 years. At least. So far, this year has proven to me the Democrats are crooked as shit. You're not going to convince me otherwise. The fake Russian dossier has been proven to be fake. The bullshit impeachment they were trying to do. No, he was never impeached. I don't give a goddamn what Nancy Pelosi says. At least my president wasn't impeached. He wasn't impeached. Impeachment means removed, actual ruling of impeachment. An impeachment hearing does not mean he's impeached. It means somebody's trying to cause problems. He did no high crimes or no misdemeanors to be impeached. There was no Russian collusion that's been proven. This was something that was used as an excuse for Hillary to lose. The reason Hillary lost, Russian interference. Right now, they're talking that if Biden loses, it's because of COVID. Any excuse for a loss, any excuse to make yourselves look like, well, somebody else cheated. They had an unfair advantage. They had an advantage we didn't have. So, it's right now, no, I don't like Trump. I don't like him as a person. Okay? I probably would never like him as a person. To me, he's arrogant. He's self-important. He's materialistic. I'm not. It's everything I'm against. But he has done this country good. Tell me he hasn't. Tell me he hasn't done this country good. Our economy is going up big time. Even with this COVID bullshit, the Biden is saying, he dropped the ball, he destroyed the economy. Look at the economy today. Look at it as of today. Look at it as of last week. Yes, we took a hit. We're climbing again. Our GDP is higher than it was. Our economy right now is better than it was, even with companies that were closed down and people who lost their homes because of the Democrat bullshit. This whole media storm about how bad everything is, how we're all going to die. 220,000 people have died. No, they haven't. 220,000 people have not died from COVID. 12,000 have. Not 220,000. Excuse me. Lisinopril, not COVID. I had COVID back in April. Wasn't that bad. And everybody's running around with masks on, screaming, yelling, and calling me dirty names because I refuse to wear one. When I'm walking down the street or in my front yard. Stores are refusing to be serviced because I don't wear one on the premises. Guess what? I don't use your stores anymore. I don't use that business anymore. COVID-19 was used as a political ploy. Yeah, people are catching it. People have died. And all of you out there say, well, I've lost 3 family members from it. You're fucking liars. You're liars. I am telling you to your face, you're a liar. I will tell you to your face, you come meet me as a human being face to face. I will call you a liar. Hospitals are getting $19,000 per person that's diagnosed with COVID who stays in the hospital. Yes, I admit, there are people in the hospital. People have caught this. This virus exists. People have caught it and were hospitalized. Hospitals are getting $39,000 if you're put on a ventilator, which COVID and ventilators don't work. You will die from that. You don't need positive air pressure. What COVID does is it robs your lungs of oxygen. It keeps oxygen from being absorbed in your system. You don't need pressurized air. You need oxygen. That's 2 different things. And they get $39,000 if you die. A good friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, back in August, I believe, late August, faked symptoms, was admitted into a hospital, faked symptoms of abdominal pain, of a hernia. They put him in the hospital. Put him down as a COVID patient. My wife's uncle died of cancer. Official thing on the death certificate, he died of COVID. COVID is being used by the hospitals as a cash cow. It was never meant to be used that way. Trump went into it, did this, where your hospitals are paid for all of this. Your COVID expenses are paid as long as you're in the hospital being treated for COVID, and hospitals took advantage of it as usual. Let's use this for a cash cow. Everybody in the world has COVID. Motorcycle accident, you died. Worst case COVID I ever saw. You probably had COVID and died, in a motorcycle accident. What happens is you go to a hospital, they put you on a COVID investigation for 3 weeks. Why do you go in the hospital? You're bad off and you're going to be in there for less than 3 weeks anyway. Or you're circling the drain on hospice and you go to the hospital to die. 3 weeks for a COVID investigation. You're released before the 3 weeks. Your investigation ends. It's inconclusive. You had COVID, according to the hospital records. Or you go in and you die for that 3 weeks. Your COVID investigation isn't done. He died of COVID. We have no reason to believe he didn't have it. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. This masks thing shouldn't be happening, period. The COVID particle is too small to be stopped, even by the N95 mask. And all of you people raise your hands up to and praise. It goes through the filter like crap through a goose. You say, well, it helps. It helps. No, it doesn't. No. The COVID particle will go right through an N95 mask or any other surgical mask or anything else. Like it'll go through it like water. No, it doesn't stop it. You say, well, it suspends the water droplets when you exhale. Put on a mask. Put one of these dumbass masks on. Put on a pair of glasses, and you'll find out where the air actually goes. Air goes through paths of least resistance. It goes up and around the mask. You don't believe me? Try it. Try it. Put on a pair of glasses. Put on a mask. Breathe normally. Go outside. See what happens. You people need to start thinking for yourselves. That's the main problem I've seen these days. A lack of critical thinking. A definite lack of critical thinking. You don't want to think for yourselves. You want to listen to the news, who puts these little bites of news, these little segments of news out, after they've been edited to elicit a response from you, to elicit an emotional response from you. And they do this for ratings. It's not to tell you anything. It's not to tell you the news. It's to tell you what to think and how to think. They play on your emotions. I've seen where a lot of Democrat commercials are doing the same thing. How Trump is stopping people with pre-existing conditions from getting health care. No, he's not. Never did. Never will. He can't do that. But you want to believe that he's doing it, but he's not. And most of it is spread by people who are like my brother-in-law, who has nothing, and believes that if anybody else has something he doesn't have, they shouldn't have it, so we're going to take it away from him. Trump's a Nazi. Trump is making everybody go broke. Really? Why is our economy getting better? Why are people who didn't have jobs now have jobs? The Latino jobs right now are at a record high. Employed blacks are a record high. Don't tell me he's making black people poor. He's not. They're doing better now than they did under Obama. So, I don't like Trump as a human being, but I like his policies. Democrats want to push for Biden because he's like my uncle. No, he had 47 years to do things. The only thing that his name was ever on, that he ever did, was a crime bill that put more black people in prison than any other crime bill in history. But black people want to vote for him. Everybody wants to vote for him. Snowflakes want to vote for him because he's going to see to it I get free shit. Nothing's free. Somebody pays for it somewhere. Your free college tuition? Geez, let's make college where you become a college graduate. You're just like everybody else. You're not special. You go and you're competing with everybody else who's a college graduate instead of with just college graduates that we have today. I personally don't like colleges. I disapprove of the practices. I prefer trade school. So you want to go to college. You're thinking to yourself, well, I can't be successful until I go to college. They're $100,000, $200,000 in debt automatically before Jump Street. You go to a trade school. You learn a trade. You're in charge of these people who go to college and get a corner office. If you're not building the corner office for them, they don't have it. You're the one in charge. You get paid twice as much as they do, and your training is a lot less expensive. $200,000 to go to college. $20,000 to go to a trade school. Which one? Tell me which one you'd rather go to. Go to college. You're competing to get this high-paying, high-pressure job and everything, where you're probably going to end up killing yourself or dying of an ulcer or a stroke because of the stress. And you might make $60,000, $70,000 a year. Or you learn to go be a welder and start off at $120,000 a year. Which one do you want? Which one do you think is the best? Definitely not the college job. So, anyway, guys, I gotta go. I wanted to release some things today. I got things I got to take care of. I do have an announcement. I promised you guys a while back. I have a big announcement coming, and it's 100% verified. In fact, it starts the weekend after Thanksgiving. Yours truly, me, Robin Graves, has been cast in a horror movie. We're not talking some little low budget bullshit. We are talking actual film. This is being released by it's actually being released by Lionsgate's distribution company. So basically, we're connected to Lionsgate. It's called Revenge. I'm playing the male lead. I finally, all these years of wrestling and all this other stuff is paying off. I'm playing the villain. I'm playing a character named Victor James. An released convict after 15 years in prison. He's released and he goes on a rampage. He's very psychotic. So, guys, that's I'm proud. Finally, I'm getting to do something with my life again. You know, I've been released by my doctors after almost 5 years. I've been released by my doctors. I've been cast in this movie. It's the executive producer and writer, Sparky Bell. I want to thank you, Sparky. You're a great guy, man. I think the world of you. I'm behind this project 100%. I was ready to film back in August when you told me about this. But we're going to start a little bit of the filming the weekend after Thanksgiving. Principal photography on location will be happening on location. We have the house we're going to be filming at is not too far away. I'm not allowed. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about exactly where it's at for security reasons, but this is going to be released. They're already talking theatrical release and on Netflix. This is being released big time. So, anyway, you guys take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you later. This is The World According to Graves, and I'm Robin Graves. Talk hard. Peace.